4. We're going to be doing peanut butter cookies. This one has a little bit of a twist to it as well. When you look at a peanut butter cookie, you know exactly why it's a peanut butter cookie. So I'll teach that to you in just a minute. All right, it starts out, we need 1 cup of white sugar. One cup of brown sugar. We've learned by now that we measure our brown sugar a 1/2 cup at a time. Press it in really good and tight. Make that brown sugar sandcastle. Got to do it twice because I'm doing 1/2 cups. Then I'm going to do a cup of shortening. I've got 3 cups of water for my water displacement. I'm going to add shortening in until it comes to 4 cups. 4 minus 3 gives us 1. 4 cups in all, minus the 3 cups of water, gives us a cup of shortening. Remember, we drain the water off, put that in our mixer, and the water goes down the drain. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cream this sugar and this shortening together. I know it's creamed when those 3 ingredients look like 1 ingredient. Now that I've got those 3 ingredients incorporated, let's go ahead and add our eggs, 1 egg at a time, into the bowl, so that if I get an eggshell, I can pick it out. First egg goes in. Second egg goes in. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla. Let's mix that up. So next, I'm gonna add my teaspoon of salt, add my teaspoon of baking soda, and then I'm gonna add 2.5 cups of flour. Remember, fluff it. Once you've got it fluffed, spoon it in, overfill the cup, and level it off. There's 1 cup. There we go. Level it off. And then, finally, a 1/2 cup. Level it off. And add it in. I'm gonna go ahead and start that mixing. Slow speed so I don't get a big puff of flour. Last ingredient I'm going to add is my Skippy Extra Crunchy Peanut Butter. Gotta have that extra crunch because I love the nuts or the peanuts in those peanut butter cookies. Scrape that out with my spatula. And while I'm at it, go ahead and knock down the cookie dough off of my cookie paddle. And then we'll mix it again. So now I need to check my dough and make sure I've got the right consistency. The way to check your dough, take it, squeeze it in your hand, If it drops into the other hand, then it's a good consistency. If it won't squeeze together, you've added too much flour. If it sticks and won't let go, then you know it still needs some more flour. So we talked about how peanut butter cookies are a little bit different. The difference is in how they look. With a peanut butter cookie, when you buy it in the grocery store, when you make it, you always put a little mark on it, and that shows that it's a peanut butter cookie. So I'm gonna roll my peanut butter cookie out, roll it into a nice round ball. Then I take a fork and I put a crisscross pattern on it. That indicates it's a peanut butter cookie. This in a 3x4 array so that those cookies don't touch. Remember, 1 pan of cookies in the oven at a time. So I'm going to take my cookies now, and they are going to go into the oven at 400 degrees, a little bit warmer, for 10 minutes. Back in. All right, timer went off, so let's pull our cookies out. They actually look a little bit browner than I want, so I might take a couple minutes off and see what the next ones look like at 8 minutes. We'll let these cool for a couple of minutes and then take them off and try them. I took these ones out a little bit earlier. They've cooked about 8 minutes. So we'll see which ones I like better. So these cookies that cooked for 8 minutes have cooled. We'll go ahead and try one out. I'm thinking these are pretty darn good peanut butter cookies. Bon appetit.